Was I going too fast?
I guess I've been hoping this would happen for quite a while.
But it wasn't quite the way you imagined it?
No. This is better.
So why are you holding back?
I want this. This is not right. This is not right. I don't think I can do this. I don't.
You gave yourself away, Red.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes.
Did I?
Yes, sure. The subject was food, and you weren't listening.
Oh, that proves I'm hiding something.
Absolutely.
For your information, it's my job to hide things from you. Not just because I'm your wife, but you're the police commissioner. I'm a defense attorney. See?
So you admit that you're protecting someone. Who is it?
No. I don't admit to anything. And can we just drop this, whatever this is? Can we? It's just not important.
If it wasn't important, you wouldn't be trying to keep me in the dark.
Do you tell me everything when you arrest a client of mine?
Yes, I do. Honey, I have to. It's called discovery.
Oh. Okay, bad analogy.
Yes, you bet it is. See, you're rattled right now. It's not like you...
Because you're grilling me for, like, no apparent reason.
No, there is a reason. It's because you're worried about something. I'd like to help out, but I can't unless I know what it is. You said that you were going to meet with a client this afternoon. Could it have been Max Holden?
Whoever this client is, they're in a lot of trouble. That's about all I can say.
Hello?
Do you have the money?
Yeah, I got it right here. Oh, listen, let me speak to my kids. Put Leslie on the phone.
Well, your little girl is busy right now, okay? So is her brother.
Well, how do I know they're okay?
Well, you can find out for yourself when you hand over the money.
Listen, where do I meet you?
You take I-85, heading east. Get off at the first exit outside the city limits, exit 4. That will put you onto a service road.
The one that leads Lantana River?
Yeah, except don't go up that far, okay? About a half a mile down, you'll see some woods. There's a rest area, closed for the winter. That's where we'll be. You have 45 minutes, Mr. Holden, and you better be alone.
Look, 45 minutes? What do you want me to do, speed? Have the cops trail me there?
Yeah, well, that's your problem.
No, please, just give me 60 minutes. I mean, God knows what the roads are like with this storm.
44 minutes of counting, Mr. Holden, if you want to see your kids again.
Well, this is it.
That's what you cry. I'm not going to let you do this.
Honey, you're giving me nothing.
Bo, I can't.
All I know is you're worried about a client, whoever he is.
Or whoever she is. I didn't say it was a man.
No, you didn't say anything. All I know is something has got you down.
Oh, it's just, you know, I'm not the only one. Like a bug that's going around or something. Everybody seems to be hinky lately.
Hinky?
Jumpy, anxious.
Ah.
Like Max, for instance, the other night, you know, when we went by and he was with Blair. He didn't want us to come in.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, and then it got stranger because he went over to Ace's to get some help. His mortal enemy. I keep wondering what that was about.
Of course, Pa stonewalled us, so... But what else is new?
Well, I mean, do you think it could have anything to do with his new partnership?
With Jakara? How?
Well, there was a monkey wrench in the works there, or I should say a gorilla. A guy by the name of Tommy Gregory.
Yeah, the hood who was trying to muscle in on Blue Jay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, back then he was RJ's problem, but Jakara's switched allegiances now. Maybe the trouble goes with her.
It's a possibility. I did talk to some friends of mine on the New York PD. They said this guy Gregory is bad news. He's got a legit label, record label. It's a front, you know, for his real business, which is extortion, bribery, you name it.
Oh. Yeah, well, so he muscles in on Blue Jay. Archie tells him to take a hike. You know, and then what happens? What happens to him then? You know, does this guy, Tommy Gregory, go back to New York City? Or does he stay here in Lambview?
My sources said that he left town. Of course, did you hear anything different?
No. I'm just puzzling the whole thing together, you know. Tommy Gregory puts pressure on Jakara, and then, of course, she's got this new partnership with Max.
I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. I'm go home now. Let's order those mountains of food. Can you do that?
I tell you what, honey. I'll meet you there, okay? Why don't you go home, call all the takeout places, and I'll just take care of a few things I have to do here.
Hey, wait a minute. You said you were starving.
I am starving. You know, I'm going to beat the junk home before it gets there, but it is junk food, isn't it? I don't want you having a relapse and order a tofu pizza or something.
Don't you even worry about it. Everything is going to be bad for us tonight.
Yeah? Ooh, honey, is that included in the price of the meal?
That, my dear, is an appetizer.
Get off the money, Blair.
Max, what are you going to do? Drive into the middle of nowhere? Walk into the woods alone in the night with $5 million? Huh? What do you think's going to happen, huh? That you're going to hand over the money and your kids are going to run from behind a tree, run into your arms? That's not going to happen, Max. Because you will be dead.
And if I don't go, my kids will be dead. I don't have a choice.
Call Bo.
They said no cops. Come alone.
Max, come on. Do you think he's just going to drive up with his sirens running? He was a Green Beret before he was a police commissioner. He's not going to leave you like that. He'd come up with a strategy.
And what happens to my kids in the meantime, huh? Look, I'm late. Get out of my way.
All right, wait. At least, Max, please. At least, just call Bo. You don't have to tell him where the rendezvous is, but at least tell him what's happening. Maybe he'll give you some tips, something that'll tip in your favor.
Look, I know Bo is my friend, but I can't say anything to him because then he'll try to intervene. You know why? Because he'll have to. It's his job. He put out an APB on my car. There's only one way to save my kids, and that's if I leave right now. Alone.
You can't do this?
No.
Better tell your body that.
It's not the mechanics, Ted. That's coming back to me, more or less.
Like riding a bicycle.
It's better. Better than any bicycle ride I can remember.
So what's the problem?
I just can't get past that one detail that you still have a husband.
What I have is a business partner.
Yes, who behaves like a jealous husband,
Well, he
right?
won't be behaving like that anymore.
If only that would tell me. Tell me that's true. Tell me you're going to quit it with this guy.
No, but we have clarified the terms of our agreement. I do my public duty, Todd does his, and that's the marriage, okay? That leaves me with a lot of spare time. And what I do with that time is not my husband's business. That's the deal.
Yeah, well, that's a deal I've been opposed to from the very beginning, and I'll tell you, I was opposed to it for one simple fact, and that is you're tying yourself to a man who doesn't love you, who cannot love you, who will never love you.
Okay.
And I think you shouldn't settle for that.
I have made it work,
No,
Andrew.
you haven't made it work. You tried to make it work, and that's why I've kept my peace this long, because I saw you trying. I saw you trying to make something real, something genuine out of nothing. Trying to care for a family that gave nothing back to you in return.
That is not true. I love Star, and
that's
she
enough
loves
for
me
you.
back.
That's enough for you. No, I think it makes it worse. It's worse that this innocent, wonderful child is being made to pretend that she has a family, a real family.
I have more than I ever hoped for.
Then why are you so lonely? I know why I'm kissing you. Why are you kissing me?
Because you're there.
Don't do that. No. I'll tell you, you're kissing me because this deal you made with Todd doesn't work. And you're using me. You're using me to forget that fact.
When you say something that ridiculous, you don't really believe it, do you?
Daytime.
Whoa! There you are. I was getting worried.
Tree down on Everard. Don't hug me, I'm all wet.
I don't care.
Now. Wasn't that late?
Oh, I missed you. Am I allowed?
I'll be late more often.
So, the roads are bad?
Terrible.
The lights keep flickering here, but they haven't gone out. River is so disappointed.
River's here?
Yeah, he's spending the night. He wanted a complete blackout so that we could light candles and tell ghost stories.
Did I know about this? Because I'm sorry.
No, it was totally spur of the moment.
Well, why didn't you call me? I would have come home early.
Because I knew you had a story to file, and River and I had plenty to do.
Hey, if I missed a game of dinosaurs...
He fell asleep in the middle of one. They're all over the place. He wants to finish the game with you in the morning. You do a better T-Rex.
Yeah, well... You do a mean Triceratops.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So how'd we luck out? Did Andrew have a spontaneous moment?
Apparently with a vengeance. He called and asked if I wanted to have River tonight, and I said, of course, I'd love to. And I was so surprised by his generosity, but I didn't even think to question it. So I get to the rectory, knock on the door, and there I find out what Andrew's charity is all about.
What?
It seems the Reverend Carpenter has a date tonight. With you-know-who.
I know who. Who?
Your friend, Mrs. Manning, Taya. Well, you're not defending yourself.
I don't have to defend myself, Taya. You may think that my feelings about your marriage are ridiculous, but it doesn't change the fact that in my eyes you made a bad bargain.
Well, what is it exactly that you find offensive? The bargain itself or the fact that I made it?
I never even used the word offensive.
Yeah, but isn't that what you meant?
No, I think it's sad. I think it's incredibly sad.
It would be if I went into the marriage expecting something like love. But neither one of us wanted that.
Listen to what you're saying. You're saying that you didn't want love.
Would you, from a business partner?
Your marriage isn't a business deal.
Ours is. No, what our marriage really is a play. We put on a production, Happy Family, so that Todd could get custody of Star. He did, and I made a lot of money playing the role of the loving wife and mother. But that is the extent of our relationship. Producer to actor. He tells me what to do on stage, but as soon as the curtain comes down, I'm Taya Delgado, not Mrs. Manning. And what I do off stage is my business. It's written in the contract.
In the contract? What, in the contract you're free to have any relationship you want?
Yes, as long as I'm discreet.
In the contract, you,
Yes.
You can be Taya Delgado behind closed doors.
Yes, for the next 8 months. Then a year is up. I take my quickie bow. Todd and I get a divorce.
And then you're going to explain it to Star, and she's going to understand. She'll understand that all you've been doing when you say, I love you, Star, is reciting lines from some play, from some cynical, dishonest play.
Oh, is that the problem you have with me? You don't like the role I'm playing, so I must be a terrible person.
No,
Is that it?
no. Believe it or not, I'm the one that separates the role you play from who you are.
So can Star. And she could see right through me if I was pretending to love her. Can't you? Or do you think that I'm pretending my feelings for you?
Give me 90 minutes. If you don't hear from me, you better call Bo.
Correct.
Okay, you know where I'm going to be?
Yeah, exit 4 off of I-85 on the surface road, about a half a mile.
Right. It's going to be at Old Rest Stop. It's right on the edge of River Woods.
Uh-huh.
Tell Bo they're probably going to make me ditch my car.
Bo will find you if it's not too late.
Where do I call you? Where are you going to be, Dorian's?
No, I'll be way too anxious. I'll just, I'll be here. That way I can hug the kids when you bring them home.
I'll see you soon. Who is it?
Hey, Max, it's Bo. Can I come in? Hey. Hey. Some storm we're having out there, isn't it? Hello, Blair.
Hi, Commissioner.
Look, Bo, I'm really busy right now.
Oh, yeah? Doing what? Hey, Max. I know you're in trouble right now. I'm your friend. Now, come on, let me help you before it's too late. Max, don't make me drag it out of you.
Bo, there's nothing going on. I swear, I'm not in trouble.
Bull.
I'm fine.
You're acting like a maniac.
Have I?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's great. You're going to cover for him, too. So's Nora, so's Renee. You even got my old man to shut up. Now, that's a trick I'd like to learn.
Oh, okay, look. I've been acting like a maniac. Is that a crime? Do you want to bust me or something?
No, I'm not. I don't want to lock you up. I want to help you.
I appreciate it.
Well, then tell me what's wrong, and we can fix it together.
You really want to help me?
Yeah, I'll do anything.
Then you're going to have to step aside and let me go right now.
You know that I can't stop you, but I would if I could.
What?
Do we have to play this game? I know that you know what's going on right now, so why don't you just tell me, Blair?
The hell is this rain going to let up?
Never been so cold in my life. Where is this Holden anyway? What time is it?
Got half an hour. We'll be here with the $5 million. Put your mask on.
Now?
Could be early.
Think you'll have any cops tagging along?
Smarty won't. Look, we'll wait in the woods. All right, this way he won't see us, but if you brought any surprises...
It doesn't matter. I got a little surprise myself from Mr. Holden.
I have no idea how you feel about me. But I'm just a guy who's recovering from a failed marriage.
Andrew, I'm not Cassie.
Then promise me that you'll never walk out the door. Guess that's a promise you can't make, huh? All right, let's say that we get involved then. Let's say that there's a time when I really need you to be there for me, and you've got to play this role of Mrs. Todd Manning. Now, where exactly would that leave me?
Andrew, you're making this far too complicated. If we want to be together, we will find a way.
Well, see, I don't like sneaking around, Taya. Do you?
I could deal with it for 8 months.
It's not that long a time.
No, it isn't.
So let's wait the 8 months until this whole thing you're involved with is over.
Oh, you're good.
Used to hang with the Jesuits. Okay, got a deal? We wait till this contract with Todd is over, and in the meantime, we, you know, we're friends. I'm a good friend, someone you can lean on.
I already count on you for that.
I hope you do. You're worth waiting for, Ted.
So are you. But I'm more impatient. So, fine. We have a deal. As long as you don't mind me trying to, wear you down.
What are friends for?
Wait a minute, I don't think I heard you correctly. Your ex-husband, the Reverend, has a date tonight with Taya Delgado. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Taya Delgado Manning.
Yes. I'm at the rectory. I'm picking up River. Andrew's all dressed up. He doesn't want to tell me where he's going. And hey, the doorbell rings and it's Taya.
What'd you do?
I made a couple of snide comments, which I knew were beneath me, but they were a lot of fun. And then I left.
That was it?
Yeah, I mean... Okay, I confess. I thought about making a big scene, and then I remembered something. Andrew wasn't the first one to commit adultery, Kevin. We were. You and me.
Yeah, but... Cassie, who is the one person in Llanview who has not let us forget that little technicality? Your ex-husband, Andrew, who has read us the Moral Riot Act, now, how many times? I don't know, because I forgot. And now, the hypocrite himself has a date with a married woman, even though we just politely refer to that cynical gold digger as a married woman, because we all know that she only made a match with my Uncle Satan to get her grubby little paws on his money.
So, you're okay with this?
Oh, yeah. I'll get it. Hey, Joseph!
This is a private moment?
No, come right in. We were just discussing about this...
Actually, you were ranting and raving.
About?
How difficult it is to forgive someone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, Cassie is definitely taking the people in glass houses position.
Now, come on, wait a minute here. I'm just saying that when people hurt you, you have a choice.
Uh-huh.
You can either dwell on it, and what good does that do you? Or else you can admit you're human, see your mistakes, and let it go.
Man, I wish Kelly felt that way.
She's still not giving you a break?
Well, I'm wondering now if she's ever going to forgive me for what I did to her. You guys sure you want to hear about all this?
Well, I don't. But Cassie made tea, so I guess we have to be polite.
Kevin!
Joe, I'm kidding, okay? Go ahead, spill your guts.
Well, you guys know about my stupid move. You know, breaking it off with Kelly in a letter.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I know. Even though back then, I felt that it was the right thing to do for the both of us.
Joey, have you ever thought about what it might feel like to have a letter sent to you like that from someone you care about?
Well, I guess not. Or I wouldn't have done it. I tried to tell Kelly that. Her response was, oh, you're sorry now. Too late.
She's hurt.
I understand that, but don't I get a second chance? I mean, really. Even that Ian Armitage jerk, he even tried to give me grief about it. Like the guy's never made a mistake in his life.
I'm sure that he's made a mistake, but he's not such a bad guy. I mean, in fact, I kind of think I don't want to finish that sentence.
Well, you like him, right?
Well, I'm not in competition with him, so that makes it a little easier.
Yeah, he's just so protective of Kelly. I know I should probably respect him for that, but the other night when I ran into him at the palace, man, he was on my case about what I'd done, so I guess I sort of totally lost it. And I sort of told him that Kelly belonged to me, and I wasn't giving up.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Buchanan, caveman.
You know, when I was in Italy, I really missed the support my brother gave me.
I bet you still do.
Yeah, right.
Joey, I'm sorry. I'm sure you didn't make a fool of yourself. You probably just, you know, bared your teeth a little and beat on your chest.
Yeah, but so was Ian, man. I mean, the guy is totally full of himself. I mean, he had the nerve to call me arrogant? What? Am I arrogant?
You wouldn't be Kevin's brother if you weren't.
Oh, 2 points for Cassie.
Okay, that'll do it. The only thing that's going to cheer me up now is a Joey special.
Oh, good luck. I think the cupboard is pretty bare.
What do you got? Maybe a few pickles, some marshmallow fluff? Look, I'm arrogant, remember? I can work miracles.
Poor guy.
Oh, and you were such a big help.
Cut it out.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it.
Hey,
Hi,
Kelly.
Kevin. Is Cassie here? Hi, Kel. Yeah, what's up?
Hi, well, mostly family stuff, but, is this a bad time?
Not at all. Give me your coat.
Yeah, I was just going to call you. Come on in. I have, A big discovery for you. Mel and I found out that Charlotte Stonecliffe is still alive.
That can't be possible, can it?
Hey, Kevin, did Mom ever tell you never to leave dinosaurs on the kitchen floor?
You know what? I should come back another time.
No, stay. Please.
Taya, Andrew, welcome.
Thank you.
I thought the place would be jumping by now, RJ.
Oh, gee, and I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Yes, we are a little slow tonight.
Well, it happens to me, too. On Sundays, you know, there are days when it's just like the nursery rhyme, you know? You open the doors and where are all the people? Now, on days like that, I usually chalk it up to the weather, and in this case, it's pretty bad out there.
Yeah. Well, the good news is you won't have to wait for a table. If you'll follow me.
Thank you.
Is there anyone playing tonight?
No, I'm afraid not.
So things are a little slow. They'll pick up.
Well, they'd better. Well, we'll see.
Good luck.
Same to you with your wandering flock. Now, you sit tight. I'll send someone over.
Well, in fact, it looks like we picked the perfect place to come tonight, Tam.
Looks a little bit dead to me.
For a date. But then again, we're not on a date, are we? No, this is just two friends sharing a drink. No one here to misinterpret. No one here to gossip back to Todd.
Could we make it a rule not to mention my so-called husband? Otherwise, it might put a damper on the evening.
Well, you know, just without us losing sight of the fact that you're a married woman.
And married women can't have friends?
No. No, I meant what I said earlier this evening. A friend is exactly what I'd like to be.
Good. Because I count on you for that. And I don't want to jeopardize our relationship. But I do think that it's very important that we keep on exploring what's going on between us.
What was in the bag?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You know, isn't it really strange that a big storm like this would blow in and anybody with half a brain would stay off the roads, but not Max? He's got to drive on out of here with a suitcase full of, I don't know, who knows what. Was there money in that bag?
Bo, I already told you, I don't know.
Is Max being blackmailed, Blair?
Look, Bo, he would have told me if he were being blackmailed. And you know, I know it. You know, I think it looks funny too. I mean, him running off like that, and I know it probably makes you suspicious. I mean, that is your job. In fact, I even started to wonder. So I asked him. I said, "Max, are you up to something?" And he said he was just doing some wheeling and dealing.
So it's just good old Max just being himself, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe a word you're saying right now, Blair. I think that something's going down. I think Max is committing a crime or he's involved with somebody who is committing a crime. And this is the bottom line. If you know that a crime is being committed and you keep that information from the police, you're an accessory. I can charge you for that, and I will charge you, Blair. I swear.
I don't like being threatened, Bo.
Then you tell me how I can help my friend. Because he's in trouble right now. I know that, and you know that, but you can do something to stop him before it's too late. All right, then tell me this. If you don't stop him and something really, really bad does happen to him, how are you going to live with yourself?
Call when you have time. It's like you're just busy right now.
Guys, if you have business that you need to go over, it's fine. I'm serious. Kelly, stay. I'm just going to be here for a couple more minutes.
You don't have to leave. I can come back another
Honey, come on. It's bad out. It's bad out. Don't you want to stay at least until the rain lets up? And besides, don't you want to hear about Miss Stonecliffe?
Very much. All right, I'll stay.
Okay, come on.
Oh.
So, how's your mom doing?
Well, not as well as I was hoping. she was a lot stronger in California, you know, when she was still staying in the hospital. But, you know, I thought this was going to be a big step for her, coming out, you know, to Lambview and living in the real world, but she's just getting weaker.
Well, she's just got a lot to get used to, you know? I mean, I bet that if you give her some time, everything will work out.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
Oh, that's the microwave. I'm nuking some popcorn. Be right back. No butter.
Okay, so what's going on with the Dorian's nanny? Or, you know, how do you know she's alive?
Well, Mel called Canton, Ohio, and they had a listing for a C. Stonecliffe.
That doesn't mean it's Charlotte Stonecliffe.
No. Mel called the number, and he didn't want to identify himself. He didn't want her to know that we were looking for her, so he asked for a Carol Stonecliffe. And this woman answered the phone, and she said, no, I'm sorry, my name is Charlotte. And the Mel apologized and hung up.
Oh, wait a minute, but Dorian said that she thought that Charlotte Stonecliffe should be dead by now.
No. She said that if she were still alive, she'd be in her 80s. But she wasn't very sure about it. She acted like she didn't really know.
Well, she was lying. Enjoy.
Thank you.
May I ask you a question?
No.
If I promise it's not about us being more than friends.
And how can I trust that you will change that subject?
Well, it's only indirectly related.
Oh, you are such a lawyer.
Please, let me run this by you. It's been on my mind a lot, and you're the only friend I've got who might have an answer.
I doubt that, but go ahead.
Okay. When two people say, I do you think it's ever possible to balance everything perfectly? Or does it have to work out that one person gives more and the other one takes?
That's a lot of questions all rolled into one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you what I've figured out so far.
I wish you would.
When two people get married, do they have to compromise? Absolutely. But the balance is never even, which is not necessarily bad, because when you're giving, you're learning to not be selfish. And that's a problem that Cassie and I were never able to really solve in our relationship, because I was selfish. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought I was giving so much of myself. But I was expecting a lot in return. I was taking her for granted in so many ways. All the obligations that go along with being a minister's wife, I never really realized that they were a burden on Cassie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in other words, you needed what you needed, Cassie needed what she needed. Now, wouldn't it have been lying to have pretended otherwise?
I guess, but the upshot is that marriage just fell apart.
Because the balance is so hard to find.
We couldn't manage it.
Yeah. So then why do you think I'm wrong if I try to find the balance another way? My husband gives me what he can, but it isn't love, it's money. Mm-hmm. So do I say, hey, that isn't enough, and divorce him? Or do I accept his limitations and look for what else I need somewhere else?
Is that what you want? You want a part of this person and a part of that person and a part of that person, and you end up in pieces all over the place? I mean, that's where marriage vows come in, Taya. That's what commitment is all about. You commit yourself to a person, the part you like, the part you don't like, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. I mean, the whole person, not just a part of that person. And that vow is not even close to the contract you have with Todd. Ask yourself, are you happy?
But you and Cassie did commit to each other entirely.
And we failed. And why we failed, I'm not exactly sure. Perhaps we weren't unable to communicate with each other or be completely honest with each other.
Well, I mean, isn't that a lot to ask? Complete commitment and complete honesty about what you need?
That's my dream. And I'm going to do my best to make it real.
Even knowing the odds.
Yep. I'm going to try to beat them.
Do me a favor, would you? Take a bottle of our best wine to the folks at that table over there.
Feeling generous?
Not particularly. I just figure someone ought to enjoy it before it all turns to vinegar.
RJ, like my grandmother used to say until I wanted to strangle her, this too shall pass. Things will pick up around here.
Well, of that, I have no doubt.
Turn around, Mr. Holden. Where are my kids? They're in the car. What car? It's off on the side of the road. Show me. The money first. 5 million, it's all there. Now, how do I know that's not a bag full of rocks? Hey, you want me to dump it all out? No, don't do that. Look, I just want to hold my kids. I know. You did good, Mr. Holden. Sleep tight.